truth you find is the key now. Reach your fear and you will all be free now. Community, it's time to get better. You can't avoid it, we're all in this together. Head high, fill your heart with love and light now. Come together and it will be alright now. Come together, you can't run forever. Come together, it's now, oh, it's never. Community, kids are dying in the streets now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Community, kids are dying in the streets now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Change your mind, unity is all we need.
Yes, we are back. Community All Unite TV is in the house. And look, I just showed Muju, we were just talking about some things before, and I was kind of calm and relaxed. Now I am energized because we are in front of the camera, and she taught me how to put on the persona of energy and show people that I am excited and passionate about this thing. Community All Unite TV, Comcast Cable, Xfinity, every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. And you know what? This is my co-host, Muju Thompson. Yes. And it's on channel 1097 and 190. I was almost going to leave that out. Every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. Community All Unite TV. And we are going to have some excellent interviews because she's a homegirl from Newark, and which school did you just say you went to? Weequay.
I didn't do elementary out here, but
my father graduated Weequay.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So that's why I'm a legacy. That's why I love Newark so much, because it's
in your blood.
It is in the blood. And when I walk down the street, I feel so connected. Sometimes when I see somebody not doing right or not struggling or going down, I get a little depressed.
Right.
Because my people this is my community.
Right.
I feel the pain sometimes. That's why Community All Unite is here. That's why Wisdom Shapes 9 is here. Because if we can make a change anyway, it all starts with us.
Right.
And that's why I got Muju here, because I know with her intellectual prowess, the things that she can bring to the screen, and of course being beautiful doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. So,
you're so sweet.
Yeah. So Muju, tell them a little bit about yourself first, and I'd like to hear some of your storyline, because these young folks are trying to find a pathway to what you're doing. They want to be in entertainment. They want to act. So let's just talk about that.
Well, hi, I'm Muju Thompson. I'm born in Newark, but I'm actually raised in Willingboro, New Jersey, from the age of 3 to 13. Then I moved back to Newark at 13, went to Weequay.
Yeah.
I've always been into acting because my family is into acting, and they've had their own bands. I had a cousin who had her own band. My aunt, she was on Broadway with Nell Carter. Who else? Remember Jesse from One Life to Live back in the day?
Yeah.
Him, Gregory T Williams. They were all on the stage together back in the day. And she was in the ad all over in the papers, all over. So it's kind of in my blood. So I started when I was in elementary school, doing theater, doing little types of shows here and there. And it just became a love of mine. I love being on the stage. I love acting. I love being in entertainment, entertaining. I used to sing. I used to model.
Yeah.
Anything got to do with the stage, I'm there. I want to be seen.
So you can sing too?
I don't sing, but I mean, it's in my blood. It's my family.
Right,
can kind of sing a little bit, except for my brother. But so like I said, my aunt was on Broadway for singing, and my cousin had her own band. My sister sings, I sing, we all sing for ice cream. Yeah. But I started out doing, when I came to Newark, high school. I was more into like the fashion shows and stuff like that because a lot of the local designers wanted to use me for their fashion shows. So I was doing a lot of modeling when I first came to North. Like at 15, I was on the bus by myself going to North Newark to get measured by designers and stuff. You know what I mean? So I could walk in their shows. Yeah. And after a while, that just became tiring because they just want to use you and not pay you. Right. And that just became, I'm not doing that no more. I got to college, I was like, I need money. Right. Yeah. So stopped modeling, and then I just, decided to really focus on acting, my first love. Sure. Of what I wanted to really do, how I wanted to be seen. Yeah.
So when did you start teaching the acting?
Oh, I started teaching acting in 2015 when I started my own company, Making Faces Talent Development.
Yes, that's me.
Right. You know what? When I was in college, I went to Kane College, Kane University. Shout out to Kane, EEO 93. But when I used to go up and down Morris Avenue, there was this studio space. And I used to be like, I'm gonna have a talent agency there one day. Yeah. And I always had it in mind. I always wanted to be like a manager or, behind the scenes doing something too. Sure. I actually, when I graduated, I wanted to do artist management. So I interned at the Flavor Unit for a little while, and that didn't work out. And then I just was like, you know what? I just really want to, keep up with just being in the arts, in that space, because I love the arts. Anything to do with the arts, I love it. Right. So I want to always be in that space. So I just decided to open my own business. I started acting. I said, you know what? I'm going to blend teaching and acting together because I'm a teacher and I'm an actress. Right. So why not do both together? Sure. And try to make some money. And that's what I really like to do. I like to teach and love to act. So
yeah. So when you were at Flavor Unit, did you meet Queen Latifah?
No, I didn't. I seen her mother a lot though back then. Yeah.
Right. Did you didn't know Whitney Houston, did you?
No.
I wish I did. Her mother.
No, I wish I did.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston was my idol back in the day, like literally my idol.
Right.
When I heard she was like the way she was, like her real self, I did not believe it. Yeah. I was like, no, you're crazy. Not Whitney. I was like, I don't know why they talking about me.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, whoa, that's Whitney?
Right. So yeah, let's talk about this educational system and how important it would be to have acting classes in every school in this.
I've been trying
in Essex County.
This forever. Yes. The arts, drama, being able to communicate on a different level. Sure. Public speaking.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Self-esteem.
Yes.
Everything. Just learning how to deal with people, interactions.
Sure.
Team building.
Yeah. One day I was when I actually was in between jobs, and I got laid off. Not laid off, but laid off because they were downsizing, and it was an old firm, and I said, let me go get some unemployment. Let me see. I've been putting into this unemployment thing for so long. So my money was basically funny. At the time, it was funny, and I used to get these bill collectors calling me. And then I said to myself, why am I letting these people get me down? Right. What if I acted like a different person every time I got a bill collector call me? Sometimes I say, hey, it's Elroy. Yeah, you got the wrong number. And it would make me happy inside. And eventually they stopped calling. But because I started making more money. But the thing is you're able to control your own emotions. If you learn how to act, you're able to understand that it's not about money. The money eventually you're gonna get money again. These people are making you depressed, and you have control over your emotions. Right. You don't have to be complaining and always talking about money, how you ain't got money to pay for this. You have the power to change your own mindset.
Your own thinking.
And that when I took your class, Wisdom Shapes Minds teamed up with Making Faces, and we did this acting thing for for 4 months or so. We did. Yeah. And it was really, I just learned and it grew from that experience. And I said, well, I have control over what I say. I have control over my feelings about something. I can create my own dynamic about something. I can make the fact that I owe bills something that I like.
Right.
I'm happy every time they call. It gives me a chance to explore another character.
If I owe you, you never go broke.
Right. I did not. I paid you yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
They just stop calling.
Yeah. So and it worked. It made me happy when they called. And then I knew eventually I was going to be able to pay my bills because I'm a hard worker. I'm not trying to say to stop working and just come up with some, diabolical plan. But yeah, so taking that acting class with you really helped me start developing my control over my emotions and my control over my insight on how I think about things.
Good.
So with that said, when you're teaching these young people and you're helping them start to understand the character, and you have to tell them to put themselves in the shoes of that person, how do they transform? How do you get them to transform and start understanding the character?
Basically, with a lot of repetition and a lot of reading and a lot of character building, a lot of trying to get them to connect in some type of way to the situation the character is going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Putting yourself in a space where they can say, I am this person. You know what I mean? Or I had a similar situation that they're going through that I can relate to. So now I can empathize with them.
Sure.
So now I can express how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? If I couldn't express it then, now I can do it.
Sure.
Because sometimes people, they go through different things and they're not comfortable expressing or speaking up on it.
Yeah.
But if there's a character in their life that they're playing that's going through that, they're able to get it out that way.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any type of frustrations, any type of tensions, just anything. Anything to make them feel like they're getting what they need to get out.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Because, even I feel like folks don't understand how powerful them being their true selves are. Because everybody's got to act and put on some type of display like they're bigger and better than what they actually are. When if they just show their true selves, there's going to be people that connect to who they are.
Those who don't, they don't.
Right.
And I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And when I see you as a person that, we also are friends on Instagram, and I see that, you do the characters, to TikTok characters and things like that. And I really feel like it shows so many different facets of who you are. And that's in itself something that, you bring out of these talent. Like Chadwick Boseman, the way he presented himself in these different characters, you knew there was a thin line of who he was in every character he did.
Absolutely.
And he was able to not totally just be that person, but be himself in that person. Yeah. So that's it. You taught me.
Yeah, I taught you. You picked up well. Good job. Good job.
Yeah. So one of the good things about having Muju here is that she's from Newark and she knows everybody from Newark. She knows all the poets. She knows all the artists. The different people that are trying to do different things. Right. And we're going to have her as the conduit to bring those people to the show, because I know you guys some of you want to be entertainers, some of y'all want to be poets, some of y'all want to be singers, some of y'all want to be dancers, and then having this person as not only a co-host but a mentor, because everybody that comes to the show, we give them the opportunities and sort of give the people in the community a chance to see them and how to touch them and get to know who they are. This is not no show that you just watching it and you can't, maybe eventually call the person or try to contact the person and use them as a mentor. This is something where you can get in contact with this person. I'm the first one to say I'm open to having mentees. I have one right now at my front desk that's been doing the phone calls and helping me schedule this show. So we are not just talking about it, we are about it. We're putting our work forward. So let's get back to you in this acting thing and trying to get the acting into the school system, and you struggling to get that in there. And what do you think the hesitancy is? The fact that they say there's no money?
Well, I don't know if it's due to budget costs, because like I said, I've met with different principals, I've met with different higher officials, and it just doesn't seem to happen. Maybe they just want who they want in those spaces.
Right.
That's what I just think.
Yeah.
You must just want it. You want somebody else to teach it. You don't want my service. You don't want it.
Right.
That's what I get.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, and I move on.
Right.
I'm very persistent to a certain degree, but after a while, I can't do it. Because I gotta move. I gotta see what else I can do. You know what I mean? Or who else I could reach.
Sure.
If I can't reach you, there's somebody else I can reach. There's somebody else who's looking at me.
Yeah.
That needs it. Because I get the calls, so it's not like I don't. I was just trying to do it in a space where I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in a school system.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm comfortable with children and kids and of all ages.
Sure.
So I can go from preschool teaching it to high school because I've dealt with all of it from the whole range.
Yeah.
I've done preschool daily. I've done after school programs with high school teenagers, you know, middle school students. And then I had my own program where I've done a range from little to your age.
Yeah.
So it's like I work with everybody. And so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I have so many different ideas that I just wanted to bring to life. And it's just like, I guess they're not ready.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, we're gonna get them ready. I know one thing. You know, nonprofits might be one lane. I mean,
I've even offered for free. I've offered my services. I was like, you don't got to pay me. I'll come out of my pocket and put on the performances. When I worked at the rec, Obalaji.
It's the boiling one?
Yeah, no, I was working at the one on Lyons Avenue. Was it Seth Boyden? Dang, what's the name of it? Green Acres, the Green Acres one on Lyons Avenue. I was working at that one. And Obalaji actually hired me through the NORC, and I just couldn't do the hours because it was like he wanted me there for 4 hours, and I'm like, I can't teach these partially unfocused children for 4 hours after school acting.
Right.
And I'm not just going to sit there with after I finish twiddling my thumbs being a babysitter because that's not what I'm here for.
Sure.
So guess what? I said, I'll finish it out. You don't even got to pay me no more. I'm good. I'm going to finish this out. I'm going to do my little thing I said I was going to do, the little monologue slam, and I'm going to be done.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And I gave them prizes out of my own pocket. $100 for the first prize.
You see?
$50 for the second. Gift card for the next one.
Sure.
Yeah, and they were appreciative of it.
Yeah, and you know that blessing comes back.
Absolutely. It doesn't even matter if it comes back. I just did it because I wanted to do it.
Sure.
That's the kind of person I am. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I want to do it.
And you get it done.
And I'm going to get it done.
Yeah.
Regardless of who helps me or not.
Right. We were working with Kenneth Gifford for a minute.
Yes, Ken is on point. Ken, that's one thing about Ken. Even though it's hard to get in contact with him lately about my other project, but one thing about him, when he says he's going to do something, he says he's going to help, he helps. And he offers and he opens himself up to people. And he's a man of his word.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what it's just people being of their word is so important. Because I'm so of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I can't do it, I'm just going to be like, listen, I can't do it. I'm not going to stand you up. I'm just, you know what I mean? But if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of people that I appreciate. And Ken is like that.
Yeah, let's promote
He let me use his space.
His space. What is that building called again?
The Ironbound Film and TV Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still open?
Yeah, he's still open. He's still popping with that. Everything's still gravy.
Yeah, I haven't heard of anything that's going on. He doesn't advertise it that much. I don't hear it on social media or Facebook, Instagram.
Well, we need to start pushing his thing. Like whatever he's doing in there and that he needs people, because I think he was opening it up for people to rent rooms to do certain projects out of, or like, if you have whatever you need to do, he has those different spaces that you can get from him and get your stuff done.
Right.
And that's good too. Like that's so valuable. Right. And it wasn't expensive. Yeah. So that's what you need. You need people like that.
How much is it?
I forgot. That was a long time ago. He was promoting that a while ago. Not a long time ago, but a while ago.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to
Kenneth Gifford.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we are just getting you guys to know.
Actually, I'm sorry. Do It All did let me use his space 1 year too.
Yeah.
I rented Do It All space.
Okay.
For my first acting class that I ever threw. Even though it was a flop, I only had 3 students. But I still did it.
Yeah. Now, Do It All's gonna be on the show soon. Do It All's Do It All Kelly's gonna be on the show soon. He already made a commitment, and I sent him an email. Now we're just waiting for the response. So, yeah, you know, he's getting into the politics, and he's really...
And he's about to run for councilman again of West Ward.
Oh, is it with West Ward?
I think it's West Ward.
Yeah, because is that going to be available soon or something? No, I'm not sure if it's going to be available. I just know the councilman of the West Ward is McCollum, Joe McCollum. He's a good friend of mine, and you know there was a little bit of something that was going on. I'm not sure what's up with it, but that's a definite good ward to try to go for. So I know he should be successful.
He was going for my ward last time, South Ward.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I thought it was at large. He was going.
Yeah, councilman at large. Yeah, large. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
would have included my ward too.
Okay.
I don't really know politics or anything.
Right.
You couldn't ask me that. I'd be like, huh?
Yeah, what? Yeah. So I've had to learn a little bit. I got a little speed course because I've been doing some stuff with the city, and I'm really active.
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I want to get involved in politics. If I did want to get involved in politics, it'd probably be a councilman or something.
We're more artsy.
Yeah. I like to be free to do my
karaoke. Right.
I like to be free to act
say
silly.
What you want to say. Be who you are without people under my scope. Oh my God, the councilwoman just said that.
Yeah.
They just did what?
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing like that ever.
No, right. It doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather.
I've been looking like, what? Yup, I did it. Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna
do? Yeah.
That would be my response.
I was talking to the councilman, and he was saying that he understands when there's a legitimate grievance from the community, but he just wishes that the efforts that the city puts forward to try to give people background on that issue, people would do the research. If they could just do the research and understand what's going on and understand what the city's doing about it, and then come and have their grievance, that would be great. Because some people just come up because they're angry and they don't have any information, and they just
start
talk about what they feel, and it's emotions without back up to the emotions.
Yeah, you don't speak from emotion.
So yeah, I mean, I understand issues, I understand community issues, but I'd like you to find out what the city's doing about it before you.
Well, what are we talking about?
We could be talking about anything. Okay. I mean, we could talk about the lead situation, and I don't know how. The lead pipes is going to be one of the major campaign. I think performance response, because I think
that's over with now, right?
The city is over 80% of all the lead pipes have been replaced, and
mines were done.
Yep, the mayor has made it so that
mines were done.
Any monies that has to come to repay that is basically going to be feathered in, meaning you get a little bit of a taxes at a time. It's not something that's going to be burdensome where folks are going to really be like struggling because they have to help pay this lead replacement. So we want to applaud Mayor Ross Baraka for his efforts with this lead removal.
Absolutely.
So with that said, man, if you have anything you want to talk about, we could talk about that. But I just wanted to introduce you again because I put you on the air before, and you shined that time, and now you're shining again, and we're going to hopefully do a lot of interviews.
I'm sure.
You might have to be the second person to call Do It All, because he said he gave me his email, and he said he wants to do the show, and I did send him the information. But sometimes we need two people to do it.
I'll call him.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Let's go, Do.
Yes, Community All Unite TV. We got Muju as the co-host, and she's going to be here, and we're going to show so many different angles of an issue, because she has her own thoughts on something, and I have my own thoughts on something. And it brings a balance. The male-female balance is something that's really good when it comes to hosting a show.
Right.
So thank you. Community All Unite TV, Comcast Cable and Xfinity, channel 1097 and 190 every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. I hope to see you. Over and out. Hello, this is Chris Sanders from Comcast Cable Channel 190, and we have David and Jay here.
and he's the one that put the design together for this art wall. He was a part of the team. We all worked together as a community to get it done, and I just want to get his insight on what his expression came to be, if it was the way he wants it.
It's been an incredible journey, and it's turned out even more beautiful than I hoped. And what I wanted to do very much was to turn what was just a wall into something that would be perceived by the community as more than a wall, but as a kind of cultural infrastructure that would start to kind of make also a community space, a space away from the traffic that could allow events and things to happen, but also something that would create a building that felt like it was something to do with a public that belonged to the community.
Right.
And we had very limited budget, but we wanted to use very simple materials, but to change the perception of those materials, and for people not to see things that the concrete that you see on flyways and infrastructure, which is kind of brutal and hard, but to soften it, to use dyes, to use pigments, and to shift the perception, to use formwork, to dent it, to make it look like the local area. And really, the structure is really a device which is responding to the area, to the grade change. The building is registering it, to the material of the neighborhood, to the sense of the land and how it organizes itself. It's really a register and a celebration of this place, and I'm so happy that it's turned out so well, and the artists basically have made it spectacular. The artwork has been the crowning kind of jewels on top of this sort of ring that we were trying to make. So couldn't be more proud, really proud.
As an architect myself, I have one question. As far as this colonnade, it reminds me of the European aspect. Where'd you get that concept from?
So the idea of the colonnade really for me was this idea of making a space of, colonnades are really spaces, from the ancient world right through to Egypt. The colonnade was a place where you met people to debate ideas and to talk through ideas. The Greeks took it and they made stoas where their political thinking came. The Romans took it and then they made kind of pantheons and all these things.
Yes.
But it's in the DNA of how humans like to gather. So I wanted to go back to that primary thing and to say, could we make in Fairmont a space where the community could just gather to meet and talk, where old and young people can come, where maybe there are food carts and there's a car boot sale, or there's an event happening in this space, but they can retreat. They can be in the main space where they could retreat and walk and talk. This idea of walking and talking is a very important human act, that you're with somebody, and a colonnade facilitates that. It kind of gives you pace. It measures the space. It works like a garden works, but in a different way, and that's something that I feel very drawn to architecturally, and I wanted to bring it here.
Beautiful, beautiful. I want to thank you for your time.
No, thank you so much.
And it's been a pleasure.
No, so great working together.
It's historical, thing that we did together.
Absolutely.
So I'm so happy
proud
to be part of that team.
So proud.
All right, thank you, Dave.
Hello, I'm Chris Sanders.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Hassan El-Amin, and
welcome to Community All Unite TV. Some of the topics we'll be discussing are community issues, education, entrepreneurship, and
entertainment, health, and wellness. If you would like to discuss any community issues, please contact us at the website shown below.
And be sure to tune in every Thursday on Comcast Cable, Channel 190. Remember, Community All Unite TV, coming to a city near you, buddy. And I like it a lot.
That's right.
Right now. It's a fight now. Community. It's a fight now. Head high, get ready for a fight now. It's a fight now. Eyes wide, it's now. It's a fight now. It's a fight now. Just remember and fill your heart with love now. In your truth, you find is the key now. Reach your fear and you will all be free now. Community, it's time to get better. You can't avoid it, we're all in this together. Head high, fill your heart with love and light now. Come together and it will be alright now. Come together, you can't run forever. Come together, it's now, oh, it's never. Community, kids are dying in the streets now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Community, kids are dying in the streets now. Change your mind. mind, unity is all we need now. Change your mind, unity is all we